Hey, Miz, how's it going?
I'm going very, very well. You can't beat living in Los Angeles with 75 and sunny and dry heat every day. It's beautiful.
Oh, well, you're in for a rough shock when you come over here next week. It is freezing cold.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Like how cold?
Really cold, as in if it was an outdoor show, you guys would be ice blocks.
Really? So I should bring a jacket?
Very definitely bring a jacket.
This is not good. I don't like that. I don't like the sound of it. I don't want to come to New Zealand anymore. I'm staying here.
Sure you do. Look, the fans are awesome.
Just kidding.
Yep. Well, now you have been out to New Zealand before, last year with the Smackdown ECW tour, and this year you're coming out with Raw. How have you found life on the flagship brand?
So far, so good. I can't complain. I mean, I think I've not only impressed myself, but I've impressed the WWE universe because, well, I don't think everyone thought that I would come out and start calling out John Cena, especially for 2 months, and then actually have 8 victories over him. Granted, most people say that they are cheap victories and I never really won, but the fact is, Cena's been scared of me. Finally, I'm getting my shot at the Bash, which I plan on not only winning, but making an impact, and hopefully everything will go my way.
Well, yeah, it's been a really interesting transition for you into singles wrestling, you know, straight into this thing with John Cena. You know, how are you preparing for the Bash?
Basically, mentally and physically, I'm preparing any which way possible. I mean, I've been working out a lot more cardio so I can last a lot longer. And just been studying up on John Cena's matches, if you will, to see what I can do to transition some of his counters.
Awesome. You know, you and John Morrison, undoubtedly one of the success stories in terms of tag team wrestling in WWE. How do you look back on your time as part of Miz and Morrison?
Honestly, it was one of the most fun I ever had. When we came out there to New Zealand, and I think we wrestled Finley and Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
That was one of the most fun tours I've ever had in my life.
I was there for that
I've been
match.
to Europe,
it was great.
South America. I've been everywhere, all over the world, and you guys in Australia are absolutely so much fun. Because of how into it you guys are.
Where did you think we were from?
Being with Morrison, it was fun. I mean, it was great. And the dirt sheet was just so much fun to do. Our matches were incredible, and I think we got to a point to where we got so far up, we had no more competition. And we realized that we needed to go single, or else we're just going to stay as a tag. And granted, we'd do great as tag, but we weren't wrestling anybody. We wanted to wrestle the names. We don't just want to be Miz and Morrison. I wanted to be the top guy. I wanted to be the poster child of WWE. When you think of Raw, I wanted you to see my face. So that's basically where I'm at right now.
Well, you know, you're getting a lot of mic time, which was always encouraging, always an encouraging sign, and you've had a lot of success when you were with Morrison with the dirt sheet. So should we be expecting a Miz talk show on Raw in the future?
You never know. I mean, I did have a talk show before there was Miz and Morrison and the dirt sheet. I had Miz TV. But that got canceled after 2 shows. So you never know. I mean, if they want to give me a talk show, I have no problem on doing it. I'll be the next Conan O'Brien.
You trained in both of WWE's old developmental territories, Ohio Valley and Deep South. How do you look back on that time with training? Is there a group of guys that you are still in touch with that you went through all that with?
It's funny. A lot of guys from Deep South have all either gotten let go or, I mean, there's only, who are still left? I think Mike Knox, myself, and MVP are the only 3 people left in WWE from Deep South.
Right.
And then as far as Ohio Valley Wrestling, I was there for about 6 months, and CM Punk was there when I was there, and I don't even know who else was there when I was there. But, yeah, it's interesting to see who actually comes up and who actually does well, and who, you know, just because you do well in developmental doesn't mean you're going to automatically do well in the WWE. You really have to work for it. And as hard as developmental was, WWE is 20 times harder just because of all the traveling we do and all the work that's involved with not only making your character, you got to make your character, people want to see them, but if people don't like you, then people don't want to see you. So you have to make something interesting about yourself that people really want to see you get your butt whooped.
Yeah. You mentioned...
Fortunately for me, people actually don't like me, which is fine. I don't mind that. But I think people always want to see what I'm going to do next because I'm unpredictable. You never know what I'm going to do.
You mentioned before that a lot of those guys that you came up with have been let go. There have been a few releases from WWE lately, and they kind of seem to go in cycles. Have you been surprised about any of those that have been let go lately?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Candice Michelle was a little shocking, and then Mr. Kennedy and Umaga, those were really shocking just because those guys seem to be doing really great. And I just wish them the best of luck. Hopefully they can do well wherever they go. But right now I'm just concentrating on me. I'm not worried about people getting let go. The more people get let go, the better I get to be. More time for me on Raw.
You debuted in WWE. What's the correct response here? I'm supposed to say that you're awesome.
I am awesome. I am the Miz, and I'm awesome. That's my new thing. I mean, I started off with Hoorah. Then I went on to the Be Jealous. Now my new thing is I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome.
Well, going back to the start, you debuted in WWE in an interesting way, hosting the Diva Search. Was that how you imagined you'd kick off your WWE career?
No, actually. When they said, we want you to be the Ryan Seacrest of the WWE, I went, what? And they go, yeah, you're going to be the Ryan Seacrest. It'll be great. And literally I took that as, you know what, I get the microphone. So as long as I get the microphone, I really think that I can make anything work. And I think I did. I think I parlayed it enough to where people wanted to see what I would do in the ring. And then that's what happened. And now here I am today, main eventing the Bash with John Cena.
Well, a lot of people have got to see you. You've been part of the roster on all three brands now. How would you compare your experience on all three?
Smackdown was great. It was a huge learning experience for me. I was brand new. I was so green at everything and had no idea what I was getting into. ECW allowed me to start developing my character, to start really getting a feel for who I am as a wrestler, who I am as a mouthpiece, and where I want to go. And I spent about a year and a half on ECW, and it really gave me that staple to where I was so confident and ready to go that I was ready to make the move to Raw. And now being on Raw, I couldn't be happier. I mean, I have gotten to do things that nobody has been able to do. I mean, I've been able to tell Cena that, he always says, you can't see me. You're right. I can't see you because your movies aren't in theaters long enough. I mean, how many people have ever said something like that and have had no repercussions? Like Cena, I've been saying stuff about Cena. I've made fun of his rap album, called him a sellout corporate brown-noser, called him the next Hannah Montana, and yet he has done absolutely nothing. And I've said I'm 8-0 against him. I'm undefeated, and he has done nothing. And finally, I'm getting my wish. I finally have, finally got a hold of his attention to where he said finally he's going to wrestle me at the Bash, and he says he's going to kill me, but I got some stuff up my sleeve that I think that's going to shock him.
So you're not concerned about the fact that Cena may have been saving some of this stuff up and the repercussions could be a bit nasty?
Good. Good. I hope they are. I hope he's so mad that he has no idea what to do with himself. Because the fact is, it's all about mind games. This business is all about mind games. And if you can play with someone's mind and get them to where you want them to be, then that's perfect for me.
What would you tell somebody who's never seen WWE live before? There's going to be probably a whole lot of fans out here in New Zealand who've never been to a live WWE show. What can they expect?
What can they expect? This is one of my favorite questions because it's so funny. Like, my friends will always say, we'll be like, yeah, I'll be like, come to a live event. They're like, I don't know. I'll be like, they'll be like, I haven't watched wrestling in so long since I was a kid. I really don't know what it's like anymore. And I go, come to one live event. I guarantee you'll be hooked. Literally, they'll come to the live event reluctantly and they will leave the biggest fans. Now, literally, every time I have a show in Los Angeles or anywhere where my friends are, they're all calling me, listen, can I get tickets? Where do I get tickets? What do I got to do? This is the best stuff ever. Because WWE live events are like a rock concert, like a soap opera, like an improv comedy show, and all that wrapped into one. And it's athleticism. You'll see some of the most incredible moves that you've ever seen in your life. And also, you'll be able to laugh. You'll be able to, we encourage our fans to cheer and boo whoever you like and dislike. I mean, how many places tell you to do that? Tell you to say, boo that guy if you want to. Tell him all you want. And it's just so much fun. I mean, so it's all these things all combined into one. And there's no experience like it. And once you go to one, I guarantee you'll keep coming back and you'll keep coming back.
Well, Miz, it has been awesome talking to you. Thank you very much for your time, and we're just really looking forward to seeing you all out here next week.
Thank you very much. I can't wait for you to see me as well.